Good morning, children. Hope you people are doing well. Let us start with the Dear Departed Part 1. In our last video, we have seen that Mr. and Mrs. Slater had shifted the bureau and the gold clock. There was a knock on the door. Victoria ushers in Ben and Mrs. Jordan. The latter is a stout, complacent woman with an irritating air of being always right. She is wearing an outfit of mourning. Ben is also in complete new mourning. He is rather a jolly little man, but at present trying to adapt himself to the regrettable occasion. Mrs. Jordan sails into the room and solemnly goes straight to Mrs. Slater and kisses her. The men shake hands. Mrs. Jordan remarks that their father had gone at last. Mrs. Slater replies that he was 72 a fortnight the previous Sunday. She sniffs back a tear. Mrs. Jordan asked Amelia as to what happened on that day. Amelia told them that the old man has been merry that morning and has gone out to pay his insurance. Ben and Mrs. Jordan remarked that it was a good thing on his part. According to Mrs. Slater, their father was found dead when she took up a bit of something for him on tray. A pause. They wiped their eyes and sniffed back tears. Mrs. Slater, rising briskly at length in a business-like tone, asked whether they will go upstairs and look at their father's dead body or would like to have tea. Ben and Mrs. Jordan don't want to look at the old man, they prefer to have tea. Mrs. Slater puts the kettle on the fire and gets tea ready. They think of publishing the announcement of the death of the old man in the paper. Then they decide to look through the old man's thing and make a list of them. Mrs. Jordan tells them the old man has promised his gold watch to their Jimmy. Ben appreciates his father-in-law, saying it is a good thing he did, and asked whether they had got the receipt for the premium he paid that morning. Victoria jumps up from the sofa and comes behind the table. Then Victoria tells them that Grandpa hadn't paid his insurance. Victoria said he went out, but he didn't go into the town. He met old Mr. Tattlesell down the street and they went off past St. Philip's Church. Everyone was shocked to hear this. They all wondered whether he had paid the premium or not. According to Mrs. Slater, it was overdue. Ben changed his opinion and called him an drunken old beggar. Both the sisters complained that they have to put up with their fathers for all those years. Then Mrs. Slater asked Victoria to go and to bring the bunch of keys from Grandpa's room. Victoria was afraid to go. But Mrs. Slater scolds her and asks her to go to Grandpa's room. Victoria goes out reluctantly. The Jordan examine the bureau carefully and closely as they know that it is the old man's bureau. Victoria returns, very scared. She closes the door after her. She tells them that Grandpa is getting up. Everyone was shocked to hear what she said. Mrs. Slater scolded her and asked whether she doesn't know that her grandpa was dead. She said she had seen him getting up. They are transfixed with amazement. Victoria clings to Mrs. Slater suddenly. They look at the door. A slight chuckling is heard from upstairs. The door opens, revealing an old man clad in a faded but gay dressing gown. He is in his stocking feet. Although over 70, he is vigorous and well colored. His bright, malicious eyes twinkle under his heavy reddish grey eyebrows. He is obviously either the old man Abel Merriweather or else his ghost. So children, we have finished here the Dear Departed part 1. We will continue the part 2 in our next class. Thank you.